Little Mo Films. You watching the Chitlin Circuit. Y'all know what it is.
Little Mo Films.
What up, world? It's your boy Lil Mo Films, man, live in the Chitlin Circuit. Look, we got a special guest in the building today. I'm talking about this, an educated young man, a talented young man. I'm talking about he ain't even 25 years old yet, you feel me? On his way to changing the game, the next generation of this chat town stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look, we got my boy Twone Fari in here, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's happening, everybody? Twone Fari.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's finally good. I'm getting to tap in and talk to some of these young niggas, man. You feel me? Like, I'm so happy about it. You feel me? But yeah, man, so tell them a little bit about yourself, man. You tell them how old you is?
Man, sure, man. I'm 23, you know, Chattanooga born and raised. Man, I just dropped a couple of projects out. You know, my first project was All Is Well and All Is One, and I just dropped Faith Without Works Is Dead. The EP, you can catch it on Apple Music, you can catch it on Spotify, you can catch it on YouTube, you can catch it on any of the major platforms. And C Grimy, shout out to him. I just won Clout Trap, which was his event, and that's how I'm linking up with bro.
The
Excited to
Trap.
be on the Chitlin Circuit, man.
The Clap Trap, they in the Chitlin Circuit. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
it don't matter which way you come in, whether you come here or there, our roads lead to everybody in the circle. Goddamn, making some shake. You feel me? And that's what we doing. We're gonna take this shit into our own hands, and we're gonna show y'all physically how to do that. As we gotta change our neighborhood. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna do it but us. But yeah, man, I seen what you was on, bruh. I seen what you was on. I checked your stuff out. You feel me? And I was like, man, this young nigga got a good head on his shoulders, man. What side of town you coming from? Where they teaching you all this shit at, man?
Well, you know, I grew up in Brainerd, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
mostly, like, I'm taking my path as a minister. I lived most of my life in church, you know, growing up. You know, my moms and them kept me in church, you know. You know, I just believe in pushing out the message of God. Because, you know, we all don't necessarily have the cleanest background. I ain't going to tell you, I ain't no saint.
Yeah.
You know, I got a little record on me. I done did my bad here and there. But, you know, life just developed me into understanding, you know, it's a higher power that runs everything in the world.
You better believe.
And in the universe. So with that being said, you know, God truly called me to be able to retrieve his kingdom. And like I said, I'm 23. So I want to get people that are my age, and I want to get people that's even younger and older to be able to understand, you know, the will and the power of our God. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be able to change your life, even if you don't go to church every weekend. You know, that's why I got my music for. Like, the difference between me and a lot of the other gospel rappers of this generation is I actually like to break down the scriptures, bro. Like, I actually like to go down and, okay, I'm going to take this scripture and I'm going to make a whole song out of it. Like, if we check on All Is Well and All Is One, I made a song called Yahshua's Conflict, and that's coming from the theme in Matthew when Jesus was getting tempted by the devil. You know, when the devil came to him, it was like, you know, I'll give you the kingdom of the earth if you follow me. You know, can you make this rock turn to bread? You know, the devil kept on tempting Jesus to fall under him. You know, the devil also told Jesus to go to the temple on Pentecost and fall off of the temple and have the angels pick them up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I really take biblical themes and I concentrate them into songs. You know, Faith Without Works Is Dead. You can find that in James. You know, so it's really like my spirit and what I try to do in the music and in the ministering is really just enlighten people so that it can change their lives. And you know, I don't try to be corny about it.
You see, it seemed to be, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was so compelling. I'm listening to it. It was like, it don't even seem like, I feel you calling it gospel. You know what I'm saying? But it just sounded like some truth to me. Like, you feel me? Like, it didn't feel like no gospel rap. It felt like it was real though. But when you really listen, you really had a message. And all your little song, and not just one song. Like, every song had you can get. It's like you can eat from it. You can get something from it. And you younger than me. You feel me? Like, I'm like, damn, this young nigga got his head on straight. You feel me?
I try to have that mood on it, because, you know, before I was a gospel rapper, I was a regular rapper.
Yeah.
So it's just like I ain't really changed up.
What got you into rapping and shit though? What made you
rapping?
Who was you listening to or something?
Man, yo, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is most doubt my favorite rapper of all time, the best rapper of all time.
Okay.
So like when I really look at Kendrick, it's just like, bro, Kendrick's work is so concentrated. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick's work is so beautifully constructed.
Yeah,
you know?
he go. You heard this the latest project?
That Mr. Moral's a big stuff.
This nigga,
man, that's Silent Hill. He got a few tracks. You know that that song with that girl. It got the language, but it's like
I know,
bitch.
Yeah, that's a message though. But they love each other though.
Tight too.
But you feel me? Like that's real. That's how that shit really be.
Yeah, that's how I try to put it. Like, you know what I say, Kendrick, he keep that realness in it, but he also put it with the beats and the music and still make it catchy. You know?
So how you felt about the Isaiah Rashad shit? That shit,
bro, dude, that's like one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And when I seen it, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really gonna judge no man, because everybody got their downfall.
Everybody got their thing.
Everybody do what they do, but you know what I'm saying, I don't even have to correlate that to music. We look at half of these entertainers and these people in the industry, and they're doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I just, you know, I think it is what it is. Bro might not even be gay. Bro might be bisexual, or maybe bro just had something that was going on.
Man, that nigga was holding the dick. If you got a man, you gay, bro.
Well, shoot.
I don't know how that go. I'm just talking about from my perspective. Nigga, if you doing that, you can call it what you can call it. I'm bisexual, other sexual, but sexual, whatever. Nigga, you put a dick on your man, that's gay. That's some gay. Yeah. Like, so he did a gay act. You feel me? Okay, well, he ain't gay, but he did a gay act. That's just in my opinion. You feel me? But I ain't trying to get into all that, cause everybody do their thing and they ain't tripping about that. Yeah. But I felt like I thought he was a real one, and I feel like a real one, nigga. If that's how they is, they let people know they like that. Yeah. You feel me? Like a real. I felt like when I was listening to his music and when I was listening to his shit, he don't strike me as if he was gay or if he was on that he would like not let people know that. You feel me? Like me as a fan, I was just a little.
Yeah, it threw me off
by that. I was just like, damn, bro, you gotta let a nigga know that, man.
That's
like
the biggest in our city.
Something like that. Okay, that's cool, bro. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But something like that, you gotta let a nigga know, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just like, that was like some coward ass shit to me. Like, you scared to be out what it really is. Like man, that's what it is, nigga.
But at the same time, you know, bro business. And, you know, bro,
that's true. That's
like
true.
Putting that out there, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said it's you right. It's,
you know, I mess with bro. Like, his music is.
It's
like
a thin line between that shit. You feel me? But I'm just being honest about
how
half
of these entertainers we looking at is gay, and we don't even know they's gay. So to brother actually to come out, and you know what I'm saying? I think I seen an interview where he addressed.
I'm just glad he ain't killing himself for nothing, bro.
Man, bro, why would you kill yourself off of what people think? You know what I'm saying? The way people view you is not.
So they was like he suffered from
making
depression and shit like that.
Bro, still making that check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't taking away from his money, and if anything, that blew up his career a little bit more. You know, the LBG community, stuff like that, you get more supporters. You know what I'm saying? Industry type thinking, but you know,
I feel you.
I mess with bro the long way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody make their choices. You can't really judge nobody off of the down.
I can't judge. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just on little more films. I always like to just be honest with my opinion, bro. Like I always tell, like especially as black men. We gotta learn how to be able to disagree with each other, but still rock with each other. You feel me? Like, there's no problem with you feeling different from how I feel, like me feeling different from him or you or whatever. We gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing, bro. Like, we ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then that's how I knew this was gonna be a good conversation. Cause I went and did my research and I seen you with a young brother that I know. You feel me? A young brother that I seen coming up when he was young, doing this thing around Chattanooga. You feel me? And we always like to argue and debate about stuff. We always push each other, iron sharp as iron. Mm-hmm. Ever since he been young, my boy Dominique. You feel me? Ever since he been young. We always push each other on our conversation. You know what I'm saying? To make each other, when I leave, he younger than me though, you know. But when we leave the conversation, I'm thinking about what he just spoke on, and he thinking about what I just spoke on. And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell him what's up, Dominique. Come here real quick, man. Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Alright.
My brother right here.
How y'all niggas link up?
Man, bro, crazy story. So boom, I was working at the Dollar General, man, and you know I was just working. Man, worked for Coke and stuff, and he came in, bro, and he was just like, you know, what's them tattoos on your face say? And I was like, shoot, it's Exodus 33:3, that Bible scripture. And he was like, oh, for real? That's dope. And then he told me that he was part of the Nation of Islam. You know, he studied under the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing so much research and about the Nation of Islam and learning about Farrakhan and his teachings. And he helped me get into the Nation of Islam in Chattanooga. You know, I got to still finish my classes and stuff like that, but you know, I'm actually studying under the Nation of Islam, and then boom, he invited me on his podcast, Exit 25, and we just shot one yesterday, and you know, we got 2 more episodes that we already did, but man, this a bright brother right here, man, for real.
Man. Yeah, man. Hey, I've been knowing this dude since he was young, man. Like, you know, he went through so much as a young man, and he made his mind up early on what path he was gonna take. You feel me? And what I done seen is brothers like that in life, when they get on that, you know what I'm saying, like it ain't no stopping them. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew he was gonna do big and great things in the community when he was young. I seen it coming, you feel me? Now he got people like you know what I'm saying? But look, he gonna be humble and not, he know some people though. Yeah. This dude know people, you feel me? Like he know people, but he don't be on all that, but you see how he can pull up and it's like, nigga, make yourself at home. You already know, like, he always welcome. If you got any other young men, reach out to me, bro. Like, if they need to get seen or whatever, my platform open. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're going to send me the real deal. Like, if they need it, you know, they just might need to get, you know, they just might need it. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, well, tell me about this young man.
Man, this is a wonderful brother, man. I like his spirit. I like the willingness that he have to do the work of God, the will of God through his music. You know, and like when we have our conversations, I mean, it just be so awesome, man. Mm-hmm. You know, we did a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, we did a topic of who is God, and that was awesome. Mm-hmm. Then yesterday we actually shot, did a podcast on the discretion and the misguidance of the black youth. Mm-hmm. So I mean, and that was awesome, man. And you know, and we trying, or we go strive to be more consistent with it. And Exit 25, it actually means, you know, exposing intelligence and truth. You know, and the 25 comes from the Bible, Philippians chapter 2 and verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which was in Christ Jesus. Now, what kind of mind? What kind of mind Christ Jesus had? He had a mind of God, and that's why a lot of us appear or refer to Jesus as God because of his work. So our works is the manifestation of our mind. So now we trying to build a mind so our works can also build. And so when our works build, we will actually have the kingdom of God on earth, not just a church building, but the whole earth, every word, it gonna be righteousness. And so that's what God want, you know.
Sometimes I feel like this is how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a daytime, it's a nighttime. You feel me? It's a left, it's a right, it's a up, it's a down. It's an inside, it's an outside. You feel me? So I feel like sometimes in this world you gotta have like the negative to have the positive. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever possible for everything just to be like good, bro. Like, cause just the way everything made, like just the way, just looking at the DNA of earth, of animals, of, you know, it's a male animal, it's a female animal, it's an ocean, it's a sky. You feel me? Is the sky blue or is it black? You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends if it's nighttime or if it's daytime. You feel me? Like,
but the sky, we talking about the sky though. The sky doesn't have a color. It's clear. You know, so it appears to be blue because of the radiation from the sun.
What's the A word?
So,
it what?
It appears.
Appears.
So
it appears.
So that's why the most honorable, or the honorable Minister Farrakhan teaches us that perspective isn't reality. It's our reality, but it isn't the reality. The only reality is Allah God. That's the only reality.
Yeah.
So what we might think, because our reality is shaped by our knowledge and our hearts.
That's true.
So if our heart's not pure, and our knowledge not up there, or standing to a certain degree, then we are limited to our reality. So that's all that is.
I feel that.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, like how I said when we came into it, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their past. And I feel like you got to have a negative and you got to have a positive to be able to get to the good. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't understand what good is without
the
negative.
You can't. That's what I'm saying.
And that's true.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying.
That's true, but does it mean that the bad or the negative is negative? Well, it said all things work for the good, for the glory of God, for those who believe. See, so sometimes what it appears to be bad.
To me, guess what I get out of that though?
What?
Say that again for those who believe. What you say it again?
For those who believe.
Before that. The word.
Alright, everything is good. It's for the good of the glory of God for those who believe.
So look, you know what I'm saying? That's what I get out of that when you say that. Believe. That key word, believe. You feel me? What have you ever been like walking down the street and then been like, man, I wonder what CJ been up to. Some nigga you used to know in elementary school. You ain't seen CJ in goddamn 10 years, 15, 20 years, you know. Then you like, well, I'm finna go in this store. Nah, I ain't gonna go to this store, I'm gonna go to this store. And you go in the store, who you run into? CJ. You like, damn. See, I feel like we got power that we don't realize and believe in. Like what you think, if this what I, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know which Bible it was in, but I know to me it's common sense. Whatso a man thinketh, you know, so will a man be. If I don't know which Bible it was in.
I think that's Proverbs 7:3.
Bam. You know what I'm saying?
So is he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Yeah.
In Proverbs, that's one of my favorite books of the Bible because it's all wisdom in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's telling you a lot right there. However whatever you like think, like you can have an idea, bro, like in your mind, and once you write it down on a piece of paper, it literally just left your mind and you brought it into this world physically. You can touch it. You can touch it. Yeah. Like right now, we can come up with an idea like, well, what we want to have a business 10 years from now that's doing this and doing that. We write it down, write the name of the business, and it's on a piece of paper, and it's literally physically in this world now. From our mind.
See, yeah. See,
that's how think. What you say? Think.
See, that's why everything comes from the mind. See, everything starts as a thought. See, and it has to be work put in order for it to manifest. So that's why they get that word abracadabra from. It's here, but through that, it's work. See, nothing just don't pop up like that. It's work, and that's how it is with the universe and everything. It had been work put in, you know, and that might be like, we might don't understand how it came into existence or whatnot, but I
don't think it's meant for us to understand.
Man, sure. Off of that note, like my newest album I just dropped, Faith Without Works is Dead. That's the whole idea behind that, because we look in James and say faith without work is dead. So you know, James was talking to the community and he was like, okay, so if a man is poorly clothed with nothing to eat, what is it going to benefit or profit if I don't give you clothes and something to eat and tell you to be full? Is that man going to be full? Yeah. Is it going to have clothes?
Yeah.
Nah, because you know, faith and works have to go together. So that's like the thoughts. Your thoughts for the manifestation to actually come true, you have to put works with it. So you know, faith without works is dead. Because we can believe something all day. I can believe we're gonna have this $1 million entertainment company, bro. But if I don't go out here, hop on more films, or you know what I'm saying, go out here and network with somebody, where my $1 million manifestation gonna go? And it ain't never gonna blow up.
That's what I'm wanting to go over people's head when I say you got the idea, you got to write it down. You got to do what?
Write it down.
But what did you had to do something? You feel me? You had to physically get the paper, get the pen, and write the shit. Like that's physically moving, doing it to write it. I can sit here and think all day. I can sit right here like this and think all day, you know. But until I move my hand and actually do the shit, even in that small sense, like you gotta look at this shit on the. I had to do that. Like it wouldn't have got written and physically put here if I didn't at least. You gotta move, dog. You gotta make motion. Is energy. Is you know what I'm saying. So whatever you trying to do, bro. I think that go for. Some people might disagree, but I think they go for good and evil. You know what I'm saying? Like the devil gotta work to trick people, and the guy gotta do shit to save people, and. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't just sit back not doing nothing, you feel me? Like you got to do something. You got to do something. Ain't nothing go come from nothing. You feel me? Like
more definitely.
So, you know what I'm saying? So just to change a little bit, man, we've been having a lot of situations going on in Chattanooga, bro. We literally done had 2 mass shootings, bro, in a week in Chattanooga. 6 people got shot downtown. And just this yesterday, 3 people dead, 14 people shot. This in 1 week in Chattanooga, where we live at. Is we just getting used to this shit? Is this like what?
Man, I just feel like the mind of the public ain't really where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So we look at the teachings of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ said, "Love your brother as yourself." You know, or love your neighbor as yourself. To be exact, you know what I'm saying? Those are the 2 laws. And the law that is greater than loving your neighbor as yourself is loving God with your mind, your body, and your soul. So, you know, if we take that scripture and we put that into reality, you know what I'm saying? Loving God with your mind, your body, and soul means that, you know what I'm saying, you are dedicated to God, you know what I'm saying? Well, whatever path you on, you know, you don't have to go to church every weekend, but you have this principle in your mind that, you know, I'm going to do the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna pop off at somebody, you know, if things are going wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I think people mentality ain't like that.
Like that.
Yeah, they're not loving their neighbor.
So this what niggas want to know. This the truth. This what niggas really want to know. Can you still get some pussy? Can you do all this what you talking about but still get some pussy, man? Niggas want to know. Well, can you still bust a nut? Cause God made us to bust nuts. Dominique got 4 kids, you feel me? So Dominique been busting nuts, you feel me? So,
but see, my brother got a wife though.
That's what I'm saying.
See, that's what we. That's
okay, so is that the only way? Is that the only way though? Because you got to keep it real.
But you know that's considered
niggas out here.
That's adultery. You know what I'm saying? If you really you trying to work in God's kingdom, man.
So break that down to me though. So break that down to me.
You can't have a multiple sex life. You know what I'm saying? Working in God's kingdom. That's why they look at them pastors like that. Like you know what I'm saying? They cheating on their wives.
I gotta argue though. You know me, I gotta argue. So hold on. So you gonna go against the adulterers, but you just said Isaiah Rashad can do what he want to do.
So, I mean, shoot, you can't really, you know.
So Isaiah Rashad can go do what he want to do.
You can't condemn somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to see the plank that's in your eye first. You know what I'm saying? Why can I condemn somebody, but I'm not looking at the sin that I hold myself?
That's real. That's real. I can't.
And so when you commit, see, there's a science. It's not. People think these laws are made to control. In fact, they are made to make us the person God created us to be. So when you when you go and have sex with different people, there's an energy you putting in that person. And so when you go from that person, you go to that person. So now you messing up all these spirits or this energy.
That's true.
Then all that. So when you do find that right one, you know, because it created a thought. Oh, hoes not shit. You know, I mean, that's how we was taught. You know, oh man, we can't trust them. So now when you get married or something, find the right one. You like, man, you can't trust the one that love you, the one you made a vow to that forever, for better or for worse. You know, that y'all go. So now you're like, oh man, I can't trust her. So now that's why it's a safeguard for us. It's not just like, oh nah, see, that's our ego when we say, oh man, I'm grown, I can do whatever I want to do. But yet, when you see the condition of our communities, we've been doing what we've been doing for our whole life, and we still in hell.
For real.
We not humble enough to let our ego go in like, okay, let me follow Christ. You know, we ain't. So because of that, that's why. So in the Bible it said that the wages of death is sin.
The wages of sin is death.
Yeah, the wages of sin is death. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not talking about, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches, it's not talking about a physical death, but it's talking about a spiritual and a mental death. See, because as a man, our greatest pleasure is when we have an idea and make that idea manifest. So we struggle to make our ideas manifest because we ain't going according to God's laws and principles. So when you have a foundation that is built on God, no one can destroy it. So now that's why God is the author of peace.
See, that's how I feel, bro, and that's what I want you to see in this. Like the first thing when you came in, you said you was like, man, I went and looked at your thing. I seen you did this. Like, I feel like everything got started with it was a brick. You feel me? I feel like God, for me, God ain't nothing but the truth. Like for me, God represents what is true, and sometimes the truth hurt, bro. Like when I say truth, I mean like this table. It got a number to it. It got a circumference to it. Like it's a certain width, it's a certain height. This booth, it's a certain height. Like everything in here that's touched by a man, if it's made by a man, it got a number to it. It's like a number to it. But you can't count the wind. Or you can't tell me how many raindrops it is, or you can't tell me how much grass it is. Like if it's God, it's like almost unlimited. It's like almost infinite. Like you don't got no, you can't add it up. Like they can't make no another moon. Like they can't add that up how to make a sun. Like it is what it is. Like that's truth to me. That's God to me. So I try to build my platform off of the truth. Like, nigga, I was walking down the street, I looked with my eyes that God gave me, and there was a girl with a big butt right there, and I said, damn, she look good. Like, I don't think nothing wrong with that. Like, I feel like God gave me eyes, I saw it, and now I feel like the wrong come in if I know I got an old lady, and I know I got a wife, and then I act on seeing that big butt in the negative way. You feel me? But I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with God giving me eyes and seeing a beautiful woman walk right here. And I acknowledge with my eyes that I saw. To me, that's truth. I ain't got time for the nigga who got a dick and looking at a booty and acting like he don't see it and say, oh, the devil is trying to tempt me. Nah, the devil ain't tempting you. Nigga, that's just real life. Somebody walked by you and you got eyes and you saw it. And now you gotta act though. You got a choice. That's what I'm getting at. You got a choice to act on your thoughts. You can be like, I want to slap that nigga more right now. He talking shit. But guess what? You got a choice. Do I slap more or it ain't worth slapping more? Let's just talk. You know what I'm saying? You always have a choice.
But and that's true.
You always have a choice.
But how would you react?
That's what I'm saying.
See?
Based off of that law that we given. Like you said, everything got a number to it. You know what I'm saying? When we do look at God, God is infinite. But see, this is the major thing. Like we hit on our podcast yesterday when we were talking about the misguidance and the destruction of the community and the youth.
Criminalization of the black male.
Man, hold on. So Twone, you gonna get some hoochie shorts, man? Don't let me.
No, I ain't finna get no hoochie shorts. What I'm saying is we got a choice though. You feel me?
Don't let me see you and Dominique up there preaching, man, with no hoochie shorts on.
Look, you gonna catch me like that.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah.
But it's all a plan. And you were saying about the mass shooting, and I just want to give my condolence.
Yeah, man, for real,
to the family that have lost someone. Anytime there's a killing, man, it's a sad state, man. But just imagine God promised to come save a people, and when he come and save the people by bringing a knowledge, and the people reject the knowledge and they go out and kill the same person or people that God came to save, just imagine how God feels about that. So the minister said, if we keep killing ourselves, God will allow these white people to come in our communities and destroy or kill us from left and right. So now what our people is on setting up an atmosphere so that the government will allow to bring their military in our communities and destroy us.
But the way, this what I'm saying though, them was some niggas shooting.
Huh? How do you know what's on niggas? And how do you know, see look, how do you know if they wasn't paid by the government? So I'm not saying that they was, but I'm just saying what if.
You get that real?
Because there was a certain amount of people got killed and shot in Philadelphia. I mean, it's not a coincidence, you know. So
you think it's a conspiracy? You think they got damn?
I'm not saying.
I think these niggas just got some guns now, bro. That's goddamn ridiculous.
All I'm saying,
and like they ain't realizing what these guns, bro. Look, I'm talking about these guns. Really, you can't. Yeah. If you shoot at a nigga, whoever, whatever, right there, bro, they finna get hit.
Yeah, but all I'm saying,
I think that's just it. I think that's what, like, you know what I'm saying.
But all I'm saying, there is a possibility, there's
in some of them cases,
you know. So just imagine. Yeah. So okay, how do people get the gun? All right. So when the police confiscate the guns from the streets, right? They actually do an auction and resell those guns. So now, the street organization or the people, the brothers and sisters in the street.
I got he coming real on him. He coming real.
So what the people do? They go and break into houses or cars and now steal the goods. So they making money yet while they killing us. So Pharaoh in the Bible, he had a plan. You know, he said, "Let us deal wisely with the children of Israel, lest they multiply and join on to an enemy of our own." So now it's 2 for 1. So if you study the history of Jews, the Jews always funded both sides of the wars. So if one lose, they still getting paid. If the other one lose, they still getting paid. So all this is all about the money. See, then not only that, you know they like our body parts. Yeah. You know, they love.
Nah, that shit for real.
So it's a deeper thing than what we think it is.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell niggas. Look, niggas, this what I've been trying to. I was just talking about this, bro. Niggas don't understand. Like it's called a blood sacrifice, right? Mm-hmm. Like niggas don't understand how important blood is, bro. Mm-hmm. Like blood is what gives life. Nigga.
That's the life.
Like nigga, blood is like nigga. That's the most potent shit on earth, nigga. Like nigga, we here because of blood. Take your blood away, you ain't shit. You dead. You know it ain't nothing. Why is they using the blood? Then this is the trick I say. I don't like talking too much about it because shit get real. Look, I don't be want people to know I think this fight, but I got the niggas here who on that, so I don't never get to talk about how I feel about the shit. I think it's a big scam. Donate your blood. Yeah, they gonna do some blood transfusions and they gonna give some of the blood to who need the blood, but where's all the blood going?
Where all going?
What they doing with the blood? Mm-hmm. This powerful potion, this powerful substance. Blood. What is they doing? Oh, donate your blood. On the back of everybody's license. On the back of everything, what they do? Blood. You said the body parts. He made me talk about this. When he talk about this shit, Dominique did.
My homie was talking about that, like his brother died and he had an organ donator on the back of him when he passed away. He told me it was just something fishy with that. It's just like, you know, the government and stuff like that. But I don't try to think too deep of that because a lot of that stuff be like clickbait. A lot of that stuff be like, you know what I'm saying? Superstitious almost to it, but some of it be real. I mean, I don't be trying to go too deep and stuff like that.
What I told you, how you distinguish it, what I tell you, if a man touched it, you can come up with an answer to it. You can figure it out. Mm-hmm. If it's God, which is this blood thing, God made blood. Yeah. You feel me?
So like a mystery behind it.
It's gonna always be something that we don't all the way know, bro. That you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel about it. You know, cause that's what I just going off. I got my own man. I can just observe that. Like you can't go outside and count the grass. And even if you could count the grass, what about when it was dirt? And then before it was dirt, it was grass. Before that, and then it turned to dirt. Like, how much grass was that in? Like, you wouldn't even there to see that. So you can't even add that into how much, you know, so it's like you can't count the grass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just judge it off of that, bro. Like,
I don't know, I think there's a scripture like that. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Only God can count the hairs that
on your head.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you
so
know
God
what I'm
is
saying,
like
bro?
this all knowing.
That's how I don't. With what you said, like you was like, I try not to go down that rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. That's how I simplify shit. Like, I ain't no need to me like pondering on.
I used to want to go down that rabbit hole too. I found out that rabbit hole really ain't got no end.
It ain't got no end because you ain't gonna know, bro. You ain't God. You ain't God, bro. Like, you ain't God, bro.
It's too many things.
And you gotta accept it. Like, you ain't never seen no bird lay an egg in the sky. You feel me? Yeah. Think about it. Some shit just ain't meant to be. You ain't gonna see no dog make a cappuccino. That ain't meant for the dog to do that. You feel me? Like, we be trying to, you know, if we could have made a sun, we would have been the made one. You feel me? We can make a light bulb.
You said something about the moon, that you said that no one can create the moon or make another moon. But did you know the moon was once part of the earth?
I probably believe that.
And it was
how do you know though?
Huh? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches this. It was once a part of the earth, and a scientist.
So I'm supposed to believe it because he said it?
No, you don't gotta believe.
Did you see it with your own eyes?
I didn't see it.
So how can you 100% tell me?
But scientists, they bear witness because they said
a scientist is a man just like me and you.
God is a man. What scientists said that they found gunpowder. So the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that on the moon.
They found gunpowder on the moon.
Yeah. So listen,
I wasn't there. I don't know, bro.
Listen though. So what? So it was once part of on the moon. I mean the earth, and a scientist was trying to get all of us to speak one dialect. So he couldn't get that. So he got frustrated and tried to kill the whole humanity. So so that part what we call moon today, that water landed where it is now, and that's why it's more water than land now, because it ain't what's called. But and when you what create wave is when the moon give it gravitational pull because it's trying to get the water back. You know, and water represent life, and it's just like same with us, the black man and black woman in America. We having a gravitational pull or doing right because we in a hostile environment. You know, we fighting against gravitation. You know, and just all this racism and all that. You know, we getting killed, we killing each other, all that. You know, so it's hard to do right in a world full of wrong. So we struggle just like the moon. So it's a part of us, but not only that, it tells us our history. So a man actually made the moon, or the man actually made the sun, because the sun, the man gave sun a purpose. So one of the definitions of nothing, right, is means something that doesn't have a purpose. So what would be the purpose of a sun if man didn't exist? It wouldn't have a purpose. So that's why man is God. Mm-hmm. You know, and God is mine. See? Yeah. So it's a balance, and it's just so much stuff I really can go into, but
I feel.
But that's deep, because like when you said nothing is like something without a purpose. Mm-hmm. But like we look back into our Bible, it tells us the first scripture of the Bible says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. So there was never nothing. Mm-hmm. So that seems every element of the universe had to have some type of purpose. And then in the next scripture it tells us that, you know, the earth was without void and God's spirit was on the depths of the water. So with that even being said, everything was already here. So when we look at elements and stuff like that in the world, everything have a purpose to it. That's deep. Because you know, when he made the sun is the purpose to be able to have life. And it's so deep when we look into the intellect of God, because when he made the sun, he knew he would make the earth, and everything in the earth has to evolve around the sun, because the sun is what gives things life. We couldn't have no tree, we couldn't have no grass, and the tree gives us what? Fruit. You know what I'm saying? And the sun gives us energy. You know, us as black people, we have melanin in our skin. That's what gives our skin this component and these metaphysical properties. It's just, that's so deep. It's like that rabbit hole that we were just talking about. It gets so deep, and there's so many things tied to it. Like, we look at minerals and we look at the periodic table. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a mineral in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And you got a deep dig in the ground to find this mineral, and this mineral slick mixed with this mineral and this mineral, and then the scientists had to come in and they got to separate all the minerals and stuff like that. It's
but guess
crazy.
what? Somebody had to goddamn make the motherfucking minerals so we could be able to put the minerals together to do the shit.
Exactly.
So whoever that nigga is, that's
God.
who the plug is.
So somebody,
That's who the plug is. And it's a perfect time to shout out the sponsors, the Chattanooga Surfing Museum. We want to thank y'all for letting us be able to do this and give back to our community, and appreciate y'all giving back to the community. So on 3 with me, y'all say the Chattanooga Surfing Museum. 1, 2, 3. The Chattanooga Surfing Museum. Boom. All right. And yeah, that's what I also been trying to get people to understand. We got to set this market up. Okay, you see how you came in through the claptrap, right?
Yeah.
On my radar. I'm linked in with Hip Hop CHA. They one of my sponsors, the Hip Hop CHA, right? So the claptrap, they gonna make the claptrap people come over here. You feel me? I'm finna hook y'all up with my boy Roland at the Deprogram show. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all podcast. You feel me? We creating a circle to where, and it's different. Y'all coming on some religion type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my shit more hip hop, rolling shit more mental, like deprogramming the mindset. You know what I'm saying? And the hip hop CHA, they on what they on, like, so. But we is everybody different, but it's making us whole.
Yeah.
It's making us.
One
You
body,
feel what I'm saying?
One body. It's like a body containing different organs, but it all have different function. But at the end, it has one purpose.
To live, nigga, to move, to survive.
Y'all gotta stay clicked up, cause that's what I feel like, man. Hey, yo, Chattanooga is one of the most talented cities, and we not on yet. Like, we got Isaiah Rashad, you feel me? We got Slash J, you know what I'm saying? We got Suevo, we got all of these big names, but you know, are we like, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta? I tell people this all the time, like, Atlanta is clicked up, you know what I'm saying? Lil Baby, the Migos, all of them, Future, all of them, they clicked up. So that's what we need. We need our businesses in this city, you know what I'm saying, to get clicked up, and it's going to expose, and then our purpose is going to get bigger and bigger, and then we're going to get more exposure, and then eventually we'll be like what we used to be back in the day, because you were just talking about how Malcolm X used to be in Chattanooga. He used to be on Ninth Street.
Oh, yeah,
like,
see, that's what I was going to do.
It used to be that place.
I was going to turn you on, I'm going to tell you, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of young niggas ain't been understanding what the chilling circuit is, you feel me? So I'm going to, you know, each one teach one, you know what I'm saying, the chilling circuit, it was a powerful, you know, they got main markets like New York, you know, they had Broadway, and now this shit like, you done made it, nigga. If you can make it to New York and get on Broadway back in the day, nigga, you made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how niggas travel was through the railroad system. They travel through trains. Young niggas would get jobs on the train and be the little waiters and shit like that, but they traveling city to city to city, you feel me? Chattanooga choo-choo, right? You know, so you got Ray Charles, you got Bessie Smith, you got Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all that. They was vibrant visitors and shit back in the day through Chattanooga, through the chilling circuit. You feel what I'm saying? And you got a lot of artists to this day. Your Lil Jons, your Outkast, your Futures, your Gucci Manes, your Young Jeezys. All them niggas came through the chilling circuit before anybody knew who they was. We was the first ones to get them a show and pay them to come, and we like, oh shit, then a year later they blow up big, but they came here first.
it's a power in this chitlin circuit. You feel me? It's a chitlin circuit, and it's called chitlins. Called chitlins was the worst part of the pig that they would feed the slaves. You feel me? But it's what kept the slaves strong though. You feel me? So all of this shit is deriving. All of this energy is coming from the chitlin circuit. You feel me? And we ain't getting the respect and the credit we deserve. You feel me? We really bring something to this game, but it's our fault because we not capitalizing on what we got and we not showing it. And when I'm spitting this to these big folks, they can't even argue with me. I done been in the room with 3-6 Mafia, big 1017, all them, like OJ the Juice Man, like people like that. Guess what? And when I started telling them, they like, damn, you ain't lying, bro. Like my first time I was in Alabama, Chattanooga, Mississippi, like all that. It's not just Chattanooga, just not the chitlin circuit. It's a whole little market,
whole little route.
Like you don't even gotta be big, bro. You ain't gotta be Jay-Z to get no money. You can just be big in the chitlin circuit, and you can get a lot of money. Like you can be straight, bro. Like your fan base, you know what I'm saying? And you know between Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, all through there. Like it's just little towns. It's so many little bitty towns. You feel me? That if you were smart, you could tap in with that. You could build your fan base right there, bro. And like eat. You can eat, bro. Like, and we don't need them folks. We ain't gotta go suck no dick to goddamn get no money and do all this. Let them. You know, you can really be you, bro. And be on what you want and find enough people to feel what you want, to do what you trying to do and get paid off of it. The chitlin circuit, you feel me? So I'm promoting that to niggas, like, fuck. And then if you want that, you feel me? I can get you seen and help you, but I can't get you there. Cause I'm not trying to be with them people. Yeah. I don't want to be like that. I'm cool. I ain't greedy. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I ain't trying to sell. I ain't trying to go do no oath and sell my soul for no money or none of that. I'm cool with, you know, doing my little platform, and I can go eat what I want to eat when I want to eat. I can go, if I need to take my family out of town, I can go out of town.
That's the best way to
I'm cool with that, bro. Like, I ain't greedy, bro. I ain't got to have no $5,000 shoes on. These little $29 shoes, that's fine. These motherfuckers comfortable as hell.
Right.
You feel me?
I don't know, but, you know, me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be comfortable, but at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, I inspired to have Jay-Z money, you know what I'm saying? Because
ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you want.
Well, what I'm trying to do, I really want to, like, I want to say the
Be
word.
careful what you wish for, though, and then also understand with great shit come great responsibility.
Most definitely.
You feel me? So be careful what you say you want that, then you don't know, you know what I'm saying, what come with that shit. Like, that's just wisdom. That's just Proverbs, just real shit. Like, you nigga, I want Jay-Z money, alright?
I mean, I ain't necessarily
what
want to
that
say
nigga,
I want
you don't know who done stuck their finger in that man booty hole to get the money. I'm just trying to make him laugh, because he'll never laugh. Look, I'm trying to make him laugh.
I don't feel like it's like that all the way, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, a person can touch that type of money and even have to sacrifice their self-morals for that, you know what I'm saying? Because I got bigger
you
dreams.
Ain't thinking.
Past,
you ain't thinking right.
You know what I'm saying? What
you
I want
ain't
to
thinking
do.
right.
Like, man, I want to have an amusement park based off the whole Bible. From Genesis to Revelation.
That's hard.
You know how much money
cool.
I have to touch to be able to actually have an amusement park.
It might not be much as you think it is. But look, this is what I'm saying though. You gotta understand, them folks, bruh, everything got a system, bruh. Like, think about this. Why is we able to see all this violence and killing and death and homosexuality and shit like that on TV? Represent niggas, like that's all they showing of us, bro. Like that's what they pushing on us. Somebody control the networks, bro. It's a Fox, it's a CNN, these people control this shit. And if you control some shit, if y'all can show what y'all want to show on what y'all trying to show, what would y'all be showing? Y'all will be trying to show shit to put us in the front or be whatever, you know what I'm saying? We might not be on what they on, but we still will be pushing our agenda. You feel me? That's just what the fuck they own. Yeah. They own that shit, and they understand, bro. Like, I really feel like the powers that be understand that, nigga, we like roaches, bro. Niggas like roaches, bro. Like, they can't have us populating like then we mixing and shit and they getting wiped out. Everybody gonna be mixed, nigga. Everybody gonna be, you feel me? Like they numbers getting so it's like they just going down and down.
They death rate is higher than their birth rate. And the truth, their birth rate is at 0%.
You know what I'm saying?
So
think about that.
And see, it's this white supremacy they want to uphold. And that's why we was talking, and I was saying, it might not go be when, because we were talking about the Bible yesterday, and when it say that, let's say, let me see. Be fruitful, you
multiply.
know? Yeah, multiply. People think it's by having babies, but not knowing another way you can be fruitful and multiply by bringing or shaping somebody's mind unlike to yours. So that what God did to Jesus. He shaped Jesus' mind into his. You know, and that's what God want us to have a mind like his. You know, so that's why in the scripture it said, don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind. You know, and so they try and put an ideal out because it was the scribes, which was the news people or the writers today, was putting a false image out on Jesus. You know, so they know who we are. You know, and they know the time that we living in, you know, and they know that they time of rulership is up.
It's over.
It's over. You know, China and all that.
It came to an end.
It's an end.
Egypt ran it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It came to an end. You feel me? Like what goes up must come down.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I told you, it's a day, it's a night. Like they ain't just gonna have it forever. Like so, the thing is though, knowing that and. What do they look like though? Like they finna start pouting and whining, and there ain't nothing they can do about it. Like
it's looking like what we experience today. You know?
Yeah, it's what what you seeing right now is what's going on.
Just imagine, man, during the pandemic. Just imagine how many big companies that got destroyed financially. They couldn't. The pandemic was still going, and they were like, man, we gotta open this up because their God is money.
They couldn't even handle it.
We talked about it yesterday.
They couldn't handle it.
You can't have two masters. You can't serve God and money.
Yeah. You can't. And so they only worship the money.
So how you won the clout trap, bro? What you know what I'm saying?
Shoot, I just got out there. I just did my thing. You feel me?
Can you spit something for him?
Man, spit some. Let me
talk to him.
Look. Well, I'm from a universe you never heard. I never seen consistently preaching peace. It's just as a piece of me or a simple analogy. Tell me what does that mean? Like Joseph interpret dreams. What is in the in between? I'm trying to dig deeper, do some research, figure out is this ether? Is either Peter or Piper the viper that's pecking on the misleader? Got a fever, thermometer off the meter. I'm just not speaking of figures of speech. In reality, as above, so is beneath your soul. So walk righteously until you reach the peak of the tippy top. Slip not cause of fear of Allah. Got the power to beat the block. He the beat to the box.
Damn. Ooh. Man. Okay. Nigga, I just got some Outkast, Andre vibe.
That was nice. That was
God damn.
nice.
Okay. All right, man. So where you get that style from? Where you get that from? Why you know, I heard you say Kendrick earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Is this something that was just brewing down in you coming like that, or like?
Really, man. It's like I said, bro. I used to be a secular rapper before I was an actual gospel rapper. So you know, I grew up on Kanye, Kendrick. You know, I love Outkast most definitely. Shoot, I love Flatbush Zombies, like New York Pro Era. Like I'm real big into lyricism. You know what I'm saying?
What's this you got going right here, man? That shit look interesting as hell, man.
We can teach you about the chakras, bro. Like we were talking about energies earlier. I was thinking about the chakra system, you know, because you were talking about this right here. This is an amethyst. This is an amethyst crystal. They say this is good for your intuition. What is your third eye? So that's what makes man have the component of being a man. You know, spirituality. Your third eye is your intuition. That is the inner being. That is the God that is inside you. And then you have your crown chakra. So if we look into Buddhism and we look into Hinduism, we see these religions, they talk about the chakra system. And that's the energy points of a human that makes us unhuman. Because like he said, we are gods. You know, in Genesis 1:26, it says that, you know, God made man in his image and gave us dominion over everything of the earth, over the cattle, over the fish, over the fowls of the air, over everything that is in the earth. So, you know, our spirit, our flesh is just one thing, but the human spirit can never die. A spirit can never die. They can come here and shoot me in the head right now, but my spirit will never die. So there's something to us being man that never stops. You know what I'm saying? We are always living. You know,
that's what I was saying about that blood. I feel like our soul and our spirit is why they say the blood. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that shit, man. I'm telling you, man.
We live forever, bro. We basically immortals, bro. They can take away this flesh, they can take away the money, they can take away everything, but we got a spirit that lives on forever. You feel what I'm saying?
The spirit gonna be out here. I believe that too, man.
Never really dies.
So look, y'all promised me this, man. Y'all promised me this. I want to have y'all, because I feel like y'all bring an element to this show that I've been missing, that I need. You feel me? Man, it'll be at least like quarterly. You feel me? If you serious about doing this, at least 3 to 4 times a year, man. Come on here and promote y'all shit, man, and come tap in with a little more films in the chili
It's
circle.
25, man.
You feel me?
That brother Dominique, man. That's the dude right there.
So, cause like I love the vibe, man, and you know what I'm saying, I love the energy that y'all giving out, and I feel like my platform need that energy. You feel me? Cause sometimes it get kind of aggressive and messy over here. You need that. You need some. You know what I'm saying? I treat this like a real thing, like a real feeling. It's a vibe. Like I want to have a vibe, and I don't want it to be too messy. I want it to be the truth, but it gotta be a balance. We gotta have some of this too now. It can't just be all. It can't just be all drama and entertainment and shit. Sometimes we need some substance, something truthful, something real to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think we need that all the time. You know, we spend most of our lives being entertained. You know, and that's why we never get nowhere, because we worry about entertainment and we going based off feelings. You know, we so emotional. We are emotional driven, and when we learn how to control our emotion and think rationally, we can be able to move forward as a people. You know, and as a world. You know, as humanity. You know, so I think we become very sensitive as well, so we afraid to speak truth, you know, but you know, that's why in the scripture said only a few are chosen, or many are called, but only a few are chosen, because a lot of people ain't answering the call that God is forgiving. You know, they you know, and they go back to the struggle of self, man. You know, a lot of people want to hold on to what they consider the profit. I mean, on power. You know, because they've been doing it so long. You know, they're like, oh man, you know, they're afraid of change. You know, and you just can't be afraid of change, man.
That's it. I believe that, man. I really believe that, man. Well, yeah, man. Twone, you know what I'm saying? My boy Neat, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a little more fun the chilling circuit. We just wanted to get you familiar with this brother, man. This ain't gonna be the last time you see him. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna help you push your shit, bro. You feel me? Like,
definitely.
just keep grinding, keep meeting people. My advice would be to you is meet many contacts. You feel me? But know what you want. Know what you trying to do, and know how far you want to go. If you want to go Jay-Z, go for that shit. That's what you can do that. If you know, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. You feel me? But know what you want, bro, and be cool to understand that all this shit come with a sacrifice, fam. Like, it's gonna, whether it's your time, whether it's your family,
Man,
whether
we
it's
doing
your,
it for God, though. You know
see
what I'm saying? We're gonna touch that Jay-Z money, and we're gonna be giving all praises due to Allah, the high being. We're gonna take what these people do in the mainstream world, and we're gonna add that God effect to it. And then when it add that God effect to it, then it's gonna draw in everybody. And then I want to expose Farside Entertainment. Farside Entertainment is in the works. We're gonna be having a lot of music, not coming from me, but I plan on signing some artists soon. And you know, and it ain't gonna just always be gospel. You know what I'm saying? Because like that, we don't always have to have this good, and we gotta have the bad with it too. Not necessarily calling it bad, but we wanna hit every single component of the you elements. Know what I'm saying? The elements of what
like you was talking about that periodic table.
Yeah, the mainstream.
Did y'all listen to that Busta Rhymes album he came out with? I think it was a year or two ago. And it had that balance of that good and that what's called it, and I think that
was hard.
That
he has more videos too for that album.
He man, dude is a beast, man.
Busta Rhymes is the gold. Dude,
real deal. Yeah, Busta Rhymes, he and I think like the balance that he gave everybody was just on point. But,
most definitely, yeah.
So I do this thing, man. I believe in speaking it into existence. You feel me? Like our words are powerful, our thoughts, our mind are powerful. In the next 5 years, you know, where do you see yourself? What do you want to manifest with your words?
Man, to be honest, you know, in the next 5 years, hopefully, like my plan, I want to get distributed by Kanye West, because Kanye West, you know, he be making the gospel music now. So not only that, and I want to be able to start putting together the one world religion. That is my task. You know what I'm saying? As my life goal, you know, because I don't touch just the Bible. When I met this brother, we've been doing the Quran. The Nation of Islam is about in the Quran. I want to be able to go to college and study Buddhism, study even polytheistic religions like Hinduism.
To me, like I say, religion ain't nothing but perspective.
Exactly. And I want to put them all and correlate them back to the Bible, and then take everything out of each religion and, like I said, put it to the Bible, and then people can understand the true way of the world. Because, you know, when we were talking about in our podcast yesterday, we were looking at societies. Societies has to have comparative evaluations to even be a society. That means, like, when we look in the public, we look at the political system. You know what I'm saying? There's Republicans, there's Democrats, there's liberals, there's all these different political parties. But guess what? They all have different views, but they follow one law of neutralism. You know what I'm saying? They have to go through certain steps, you know what I'm saying? And they have to follow this law, but they can still have their different beliefs. So, you know, my goal is to make sure that every religion is acknowledged, and it goes find the source of where it comes from, and everybody can be able to dwell together and really understand where they're coming, because religion right now is division. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a Christian, you a Hinduist, you know what I'm saying? My Christianic views is to shun you because you're polytheistic. But you know, where are your polytheistic views coming from, and what is the true nature behind what are you thinking? I don't understand how you think, so how can I shun you without even understanding how you think? And you're still a human God created like how I am, so I still need to know the knowledge of how this person thinks in their perspective. You feel me? So that's what I want to do. Is I want to, you know, minister, and I want to go big time with it. That's just 5 years though.
That's it, man. That's it. And that shit could be done, man. Hey, as y'all see, man, my nigga, he on some Indiana Jones shit now. Hey, he finna figure this shit out. I'm going home and watching Indiana Jones tonight, nigga. We trying the Temple of Doom, nigga. We finna find the gold cup, nigga. We finna figure it out. So, you know what I'm saying? My nigga said he trying to put all the religion together and goddamn make it big and give everybody the acknowledgement. And find the truth and come up with you know what I'm saying? That's major, man. Hey, God got him on a mission, man. But look, only in the chilling circuit, man. I'm telling y'all, we covering all angles, y'all. We coming with the real and the raw from every section of this thing. You feel me? And you get one of the realest and the raws right here, my dog Twone, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
So
man.
where they can find you at, bro? We gonna get on up out of here.
Oh man, you can find me first on me and Don's podcast, X25. You can follow that page on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram. It's a 21 Fari. Find me on Facebook, Twone Fari. You know, Farside Entertainment. You can look me up on Apple Music or any platforms. Go check out All Is Well and All Is One, and check out Faith Without Works is Dead. Shoot. Well, blessed be on
That's
Chili
it,
Circuit,
man. Now you gonna be back.
Shout out
my
to
dog.
Cloud Trap too.
You gonna be
Shout out
back.
to
You gonna
Grimy.
be back, my dog. You gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed this, man. I enjoyed this. I wish we could keep going, but you know what I'm saying.
And
We
shout
gotta
out
keep it
Dons,
rolling.
too, man.
I'm finna know. Hold on now. I got my nigga now. Hold on.
My bad.
So look, I want to end this special today. You feel me? I want you to speak to my audience on the exit, on the outro. You know what I'm saying? Speak wisdom in life. You know what I'm saying? Just round it off. You know what I'm saying? To the audience, the chilling circuit. Talk to them.
Man, just be the best person you can be, man. Do unto others as you want others to do unto yourself, man. And keep love in your heart.
That's what's up, man. Hey, little more films, the chilling circuit, man. We up out, dog. Boom.
Hey man, big shout out to Lil Mo Film, man. Y'all stay tuned, pay attention, follow that boy. That boy got some shit goddamn cooking in the like some gumbo in the pot, motherfucker. You feel me? Hey man, we gonna turn the shit up, man. Chattanooga, y'all pay attention, man. We coming, man. You already know how we rocking. We 6 stove cooking, 6 cell phone. Bum still in the bush. I do this shit, shawty. You feel me? Hey, we gonna keep this shit 1,000 while, and that's just how it is, man.
Little more things.